Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, wherever you happen to be. Welcome to another edition of the Living World of Darkness, Rage Across New York. The scene is currently set within Simon Harris's own chambers, temporary as it may be. After a brief conversation between two of the kinfolk, Miss Cinnamon Harris has gone ahead and gotten some supplies together for a more extended stay at the hotel, as well as sending a few different messages of varying severity. One of which is a message to Alan Stewart's phone. She doesn't get a reply as quickly as she would have liked to, but she did stress the urgency of the message, saying, "Contact me ASAP." But as the night does go on, she gets more anxious, more nervous. Certain tempers go ahead and flare within her, but eventually, after much tossing and turning and reassuring the other kinfolk that things are going to be okay for a little bit, she falls asleep. After much more tossing and turning, a nearly restless night, 1 hour, 2 hour go by, until eventually she doesn't really understands how it happens. Nobody really knows the transition point. Nobody can point at one point at the night or one point at the clock and say, "This is where I fell into my deepest, darkest sleep." But she does so. That transition certainly does occur. And she is silent while her mind and her consciousness and her spirit open itself up. Open itself up for the rest of the world to touch and experience, and maybe for something a little bit extra to slip through. Cinnamon Harris, your dream currently consists of a very, very dark field with only one point of light in the center of it. It is a far off light, and you cannot tell if it is held by either a pole or a man, or if it's just standing there out in the open. What do you do?
Well, Cinna being Cinna, um, she looks around, doesn't really see anything
You
except
have
for
fairly good
one
night
light.
vision.
Mm-hmm.
You have fairly good night vision. So you look around and you can see that this is a clearing of a forest. And far off in the distance, you can see the last twilight of the sun setting and casting a sort of a shadow over a mountain, actually. The mountain is certainly dark, but around it, the air, the twilight that still hangs, lights it up just quite briefly.
Mm-hmm. She'll frown a little bit as she doesn't really recognize these surroundings. And then she kind of starts focusing on this light. She doesn't know if there's someone there, but she'll shout, "Hey!" as she goes towards it.
There's no change in the light, but as you start to draw closer and closer to it, you recognize that it is man-shaped. It looks Hamid. Doesn't seem to react to your calls, though. It seems to be facing away from you.
Mm, she'll continue to walk up to it, just as she recognizes the shape to be, well, humanoid. She'll just keep shouting, "Hey, you over there! Talking to you! Hello? Where are we?"
There is the sound of crickets, actually, as they go ahead and chirp in the night air. You go ahead and draw even closer still, and from what you can see, this shape, this person, is not really made up of flesh and bone, but actually granite and concrete. And it seems to be holding this lantern quite freely, actually. The handle open for you to take if you still wish.
She'll does it does it actually seem like a statue when she walks up to it, or does it look like a more like a human frozen into or set into stone, like turned into stone?
Hard to say. Whoever created this must have been a fantastic artist.
No. Okay. She'll kind of knock on the head a little. And she'll look at the lights. And well, she does take it. She's looking to see if there's like a on and off switch or a dimmer or something on it as well.
When you go ahead and you start to take the lantern, you notice that there are several knobs and dials, one of which seems to be the primer for the lighter, and the other one seems to be a simple dial.
Dial.
Yeah, it's a knob that you can, twist and turn.
Okay. She'll twist it a little.
Grows dimmer.
A little more.
It'll continue to grow dim.
And then she'll just flare it up a little.
Grows quite bright.
Yeah. And then down again.
Mm-hmm.
She'll just check to see if anything changes regarding her surroundings.
Actually, yes. You notice that this figure, this mannequin, this statue, is actually not necessarily holding the lantern outstretched in his hand, but more pointing towards something. As you look into the direction of the pointed finger, you notice that there's a pathway that seems dimly lit that leads you further into the forest and, from what you can tell, further up the mountain.
Okay. She decides to dim the light because usually natural light is way better than actual artificial light when you move around in nature. Your eyesight adjusts to the light that is surrounding you better when you don't actually have any artificial lights on. Usually you see better when there's no, well, lamp or torch or anything. So she does dim the lights to a minimum. And she starts following.
You do so. You look up to the sky, and all you can see are, well, the twinkling stars. There is a moon here, but it's such a slim, slim figure, you can barely call it crescent. You can barely call it a crescent. It's more walking over to the new moon. It's the trickster's moon. But there is the path there. You go ahead and follow it. And as you say, what?
Nothing.
All right. As you go ahead and walk on this path, you feel a chill go ahead and rush down your spine. There is a slight wind that goes ahead and follows you from the open field onto the path. And when you pass one of the lanterns, with that chill, with that wind, comes some words. Comes a question, actually. Why do you ask after me?
Why do I what?
the voice does not repeat itself.
Actually, can I make out of character? Can I make a check to see if she realizes that she's dreaming, or you just granted that to me, or not, or
I would say some sort of wits lucid dreaming roll, but just go ahead and make a wits at difficulty 9.
okay. Mm, mm, I know my wits is 3. Yes, it is 3. Come on, work with me. Nope. Okay.
You haven't quite gotten onto it yet.
Nope. She'll look around. Who asks? Who's there? Hello?
The lantern beside you, the lantern of the path, goes ahead and starts to quickly dim until you're only left with your own lantern.
She'll walk on.
You walk on. You hear night sounds, insects that seem to have come out nocturnally, and you hear, well, something else, a bit of howling, perhaps, but it's so very far away. I'm not sure what they're hunting tonight. Hopefully it's not you. You pass by the second lantern, and again a cold chill goes ahead and rushes past you as the voice goes ahead and says, I am the tongue of silver you have called out to me.
Alan? Is this a joke? It's not funny. Just, come on, seriously. Come out. I need to speak to you. Please. Alan. Seriously. Damn it. Come on.
You don't get much of a response.
Alan, this isn't funny. It's not a moment to make jokes. Because I know what happened between you and Leah, okay? I want to talk to you about it. Seriously. Alan. Hello? She'll, she'll shine the light around. Don't do this. Don't hide. Really. Just come out. Seriously.
You don't get much of a response, except for the other night sounds that are currently around you.
Damn it, Alan. It's not funny. She'll continue on to the path, but she just keeps talking. Notices you. The fact that you're not coming out probably means you're upset. I can understand, okay? I just want to talk and not mad or anything. Well, I'm kind of pissed about this, but seriously, you guys can solve this. Dude.
You continue down the path, and from what you can tell, there is a cavern just on the other side of this mountain, and there seems to be one lantern set up, sort of as a just a post, one last light before the darkness inside the mountain. And when you pass that one, much like the other two, there is that cold chill that goes ahead and brushes past you. And the voice again responds, "And what do you know of my trouble? And what do you know of her trouble?"
Really? You want to do it like this? Sure. Damn. Stupid. I don't know about your trouble, okay? But I can tell hers. She's not mad at you. I think she still loves you. Well, likes you. I don't know. I know she's very hurt right now. All I know is that there's just. It's not you personally that she detests. Okay? Just come out.
From the mouth of the cavern comes that cold chill again, now brushing the opposite direction, as there is that voice again, but it's much more solid this time. It isn't that whispery willow voice that you've been hearing every time you go ahead and pass a lantern. It is the one that you would recognize as Alan's, as he goes ahead and says, "No, I know it's not me. I know it's not her. It's a situation that we are currently involved in, a situation that was sort of pushed on us by necessity, more than anything else."
Okay, this is why I want to talk to you. Seriously, come out. Really. Why do you. Dude, it's not no time to play games like this. Please.
I'm not playing a game. I'm not hiding.
Why aren't you showing yourself?
I am showing myself. Do you not see me in every single light? Do you not see me in every single darkness?
I can hear you, but I'm not one for mind games.
This is a method of communication, not a mind game.
Okay, riddles then. I'm not one for riddles. Need to be more clear. Damn it. I just want to have a straight conversation with you, Alan. Because you're my friend. Because Leah is my friend. Because I know you're both hurting because of this.
For some of us, it is a much familiar hurt. For her, it is her first hurt.
Doesn't change the fact that it's still a damn bloody hurt. Alan, out. Or
I am
do I
here.
need to bring... I should have brought ice cream as well, huh? Look, if you're not going out, I'm coming in.
Be my guest.
Very well. She'll take both lanterns, actually. Um, she'll walk in.
You go ahead and you do so. As you walk inside the cavern, you go ahead and try to converse with Alan even more and more, but you don't know if he's just giving you the cold shoulder or if he's just whispering too much to himself. Because you do hear some sort of response. It's a murmur, but it's not as strong as it once was at the mouth of the cave, because that is where you talk. You cannot talk in your own throat. You can only talk out of your mouth. Isn't that right?
Yeah, I thought as much. But I
You
don't
go ahead.
realize this in character, so yeah.
You go ahead, and as you travel further into this dark cave, it winds and it turns, but eventually it does seem to open up into a brighter cavern, actually. The cavern goes ahead and opens up, and high above you are stalactites, and below you, below your feet, are stalagmites. And then standing in the middle of all of it seems to be a great, great figure. This great figure is cast in shadow by the light that is behind him. It is a very, very warm, very, very fiery light, actually. It is the light of, well, everything underneath the earth. It casts him in a silhouette, but you recognize the form of Alan Stewart in whatever form he is currently in.
And she'll kind of sigh. She's like, oh, finally. Dude, you could have at least replied, you know.
I did. Did you not hear me?
Well, kinda, sorta. Look, how are you?
I'm doing well.
You sure?
Are you asking if I'm sad? Are you asking, am I disappointed? Yes.
But why are you not fighting? Are you just gonna give up?
Part, nobody knows exactly how to fight. How would you do so?
Find out what's wrong. See if you can change it. See if you can. I don't know. Get closer together. It's not. As I said, I don't think it's you. She's not hurt by you, but it's not a situation. And I think it's something that, well, for as far as I can look at her and see her, I think it's not necessarily something that you realize that you're doing. Because you're doing it because it's the only way you know how to care for someone.
Then go ahead and explain what you see.
You love her. Or like her very much. If you prefer not to use the word love, I don't care. Where you guys come from, Garu, you guys marry kinfolk. You guys love kinfolk. You guys protect kinfolk. She's kinfolk. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. You have been through stuff. You lost others, other kinfolk, other people that you wanted to care about, that you loved. Right?
This soul is very, very war weary. This world has taken as much as it has given to me, and at this point in my life, I am. They call it, well, a sort of resolve. At some point or another, you resolve yourself to your situation.
You want to protect her.
I did.
You want to protect her so badly. You want to never, ever, ever, ever let anything bad happen to her. I remember
As
that
hell.
moment.
Please
When
continue.
you remember right after the museum, and we were standing in the room, and well, I know at least you and Leah and Emmett were standing in the room, and Gerard was lying on the sofa, and I was sitting next to him, and Emmett was hugging his phone, which was kind of hilarious. Um, I remember you holding onto her, wrapping your arms around her, saying that you never, 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 never wanted this to happen again. You had 3 hours before you had to start working again. And you wanted to spend those 3 hours with her.
I did. And for 3 hours, we were together. And it was a lovely time. And then for 12 hours after that, I was hard at work making sure that the veil was covered, picking up pretty much weapons, armor, debris, body parts, limbs, cadavers, all manner of disgusting things.
Yeah. As long as she remained pure and innocent and without any harm. Right?
It is what was expected of me at the time.
Mm-hmm. And it's what was expected of her at the same time, to be there when you were back again, and to not be in harm. But that's the problem. She's not trying to push herself into harm's way, but from time to time it happens. And it's good that you guys are around. Honestly, don't get me wrong on that. But I think she felt trapped because everybody around her wanted to make sure that she was not harmed so badly that she was trapped in a cage. It's not just you, it's her sister as well. It's all of you guys. It's the way you were raised. It's the way she was raised. I just think that she can't take that anymore. She wants to be able to make mistakes and to get in trouble for making those mistakes.
Your philosophy.
What's yours? I think we might lost someone again. So now she's actually sitting down in the kind of in front of this shady figure, making sure that both lanterns are actually lit. Um, she's simply waiting for Alan to.
I am terribly sorry about that.
That's fine. I was
What was
filling
the
it up.
last thing you heard?
Last thing I heard was me saying, would you care to explain yours? Or something like that.
Alright. The voice in the cavern will go ahead, sort of scratch his head, and simply say, for me, I would want to change the face of the world. I would want for more people to be able to walk openly. For the people of the world to not fear us, and for the people of the world not to hunt us, and for our lost brothers and sisters not to hunt us. I would prefer.
In the end, we all want world peace. Would be great. But where does that lead you? And where does that lead her?
Mm.
So great that you have that philosophy, but it doesn't do anything for her. You need to keep her safe that badly.
It is an unattainable dream. I know. A world like that is unattainable. But a sept or maybe a region, not so much. When one region finds itself in a little bit of a stable regions around them, well, see this, get envious of it, jealous of it, let their rage fill them, and beset this stable little place of world peace. And of course, well, just the world, just the barbarians at the gate will always come crashing down again and again and again. So you got to build up the walls just a little bit higher, just a little bit stronger, until eventually those walls are filled with all the cadavers that have gone ahead and filled it. Fallen warriors, fallen soldiers, fallen mothers, fallen sisters, and all manner of just sacrifice.
You know that's not the way. You know that's not right.
How can I argue about the state of the world?
The world is what it is. It's not good. It's definitely far from good. I mean, seriously. We're all fighting it. Pollution, the hunters, the bad things in the world. We all fight the nightmares.
Oh,
But
it's the most fucked up thing when you quickly realize that everybody around you is only going to undermine any effort to defend your home. No, only now do some people realize that people are angry for no reason, that people just want to lash out. Oh, I know. We as Garu should go ahead and gather all the tribes together. It is our purpose as the children of the Gaia to go ahead and unify the tribes against the worm. But imagine meeting get a Fenris and a goddamn Wendigo who decided to eat each other first day on the Sept. Really fucking sours the mood.
yeah, it does. But you can teach them. And you want a perfect world. You know there's no such thing. I doubt that ever was. World peace is nice, but you know how world peace actually comes to be? You ever learned those theories? Because there are several theories about that.
It happened because 5 Garu were slain, and it was only by the grace of the mother that they were brought back to life in order to teach their brothers and sisters to unify. It was
Well,
only when they were fighting against an unwinnable foe that they decided peace was worth it.
yeah, which means there always will have to be an adversary to get a little bit of peace. Or, if that's not, then there's only two ways to obtain world peace as you want it. The first is tyranny, absolute tyranny, worldwide absolute tyranny. Hitler, but then ruling the entire nation. And with nation, I don't mean your nation, I mean the entire world. But even then, people might be trying to overthrow this, and people would be living in fear, but there would be peace.
The only
The other,
way through.
the other thing in which to obtain absolute world peace is for all of us to be precisely the same and without emotions and without individuality, without any distinctive mark, which I don't think is how anyone ever designed the world to be. We would basically all be cubicles.
And I've heard the only way for world peace involves a diet strictly of rabbits. Look, if you're trying to make a point, philosophical or otherwise, you're sort of tearing from the original reason for this conversation, which is you see two people hurting.
Mm-hmm.
Focus on that. Don't let riddles go ahead and distract you.
I like a good riddle from time to time. I explained what I see happening. I explained that it's not you. I would like for the two of you to talk, to give it a try. See if you can work it out. I think you care a lot about her. I know that she's hurting over her decision.
'Twas her decision to make.
Well, it's. But you're also in this. The two of you are together in a relationship, but it's. Relationships cannot be perfect. They simply cannot. Because then you would have a relationship with yourself. There will always be arguments, there will always be disagreements. She will always get into trouble. Just like you will always fight and be a soldier for what you think is important. You guys can work it out. Just understand that she cannot be always protected. She has to make her own mistakes. Just as you do, just as I do, just as everybody does. Whether they are Garou kinfolk or humans or even wolves. Please.
What do you think about the state of the sept?
I, I've just been in the UK for 2 weeks. How would I know? Look, what I've seen so far is that a lot of people seem to be hurting. But it's not bad. Because in the end, we all fight for what we believe in, and that binds us all together. And problems that way. I mean, hell,
Of the
I've
sept
fought with.
members.
Well, yeah,
I
so.
wasn't asking about what relationships they may or may not have. I was not even asking about the morale of the sept. How defendable do you think it really is?
You mean the park?
I'm talking about the sept, which may include the park, which may include all the arms there, which includes all the personnel there. How defendable do you think that place really is?
You're asking me for something that I cannot answer. How defendable? I have not worried about that. I don't mind trying to figure this out. So far, I've seen you all beating down anything that, well, attempted to beat us down. I think you guys are great, but if you actually want a proper analysis, I would have to study that. So I've heard that there are a lot of people, like in New York, that I always figured out that the difference would be between, the A-listers and the, well, the street, the homeless. And now I find out that there's also a difference between the tooth fairy and a unicorn and that's even dragons and vampires. I mean, not even 3 months ago, I barely knew of the existence of werewolves. Now you're asking me for an analysis of this? I cannot give you that.
At this very moment, there is in the background two shadows, one of a unicorn and the other one of an obvious Dracula reference. And the unicorn just goes ahead and skewers the vampire. What were you saying? I was playing with the shadows.
I didn't know you could do that. It's kind of creepy. See, another thing I didn't know. I didn't know you could manipulate shadows. It's kind of awesome, though.
Not shadows. You're dreaming, honey.
Alan.
Mm-hmm.
Are you in my head?
No. We're in the dream time, honey.
You're in my head.
No, you let your head go ahead and open up. You traveled out into the astral realms, and I decided to look in on this little dream bubble.
I don't like that.
It'll be a restful sleep.
Sure. I want to meet you, not dream you.
Eh, I see no difference.
Well, I do. Please don't choke. Oh boy.
That was stupid.
You shouldn't try to inhale your beer.
Yep, that's probably a bad idea.
Oh boy. There's difference to me.
Nah. When you walked in that path, you walked towards me. In a sense, you were walking towards me because I left the door open to you. I invited you into my dream space.
You mean I'm no longer in my own head?
When you dream, you never are.
Damn it. I did not want to know this. You mean anyone can be in my head?
Nobody is in your head.
In my dreams, then?
Some people have the ability to do so. And again, this isn't all yours. The space is never really all yours. When you go ahead and lay your head at night, You give yourself just a tiny bit to this place.
That's scary. Where do my nightmares come from then?
Your nightmares? Well, your dreams and your nightmares come from yourself. You don't come into this place, come into the dream time with anything but what you bring with you.
Uh-huh.
You told me Leah was hurting.
Yeah.
You've told me that Leah wants to be her own woman. You've told me that my actions, as well as the actions of fellow Garu, have made her feel constrained.
Yeah, but I'm also telling you that it's not your fault. And that she still wants you. And that she misses you. And she's hurting by it.
She still wants me, you say?
Yeah. It's that piece that she has difficulties with right now. The fact that she cannot make any mistakes. That people are forcing her to live somewhere because she's more protected there. She understands though. She's just she's the feeling that it's, well, to put it weirdly, I guess, Cramper style. You know, she has to give. Has always learned that she has to give up everything for you guys, and she's always done it. But it's difficult, and it's breaking her up right now. And she still understands you guys. She still respects you. She still loves you. You, Alan. But it's just hurting her. She just wants to have someone, you, I guess, Callie as well, to understand that she is an individual and that every individual has rights to make mistakes and doesn't need to be protected on a silver platter.
I do thank you, Miss Cinnamon Harris, for reading me these words.
It's Cinna. You know that.
To me, you will always be Miss Cinnamon Harris.
Why?
Because you come from the line of kings and queens.
Oh, come on. I'm not, and you know it. Come on, seriously. Just Cinna, please. Alan.
There's a great power in names, you do know that.
No, I don't.
Why not have a magnificent name? This is a name that you were given.
It's my last name is probably not even my own. I mean, it's not my own. It's the one of my adoptive parents. And the first name, it has been given to me by my adoptive parents. If there is such a thing as true names, my name. So just call me Cinna. It's more my name than any of the rest.
I guess I can respect that. But you must understand, we all give our closest friends their own nicknames.
Okay, and how do you want to call me?
As I said, Miss Cinnamon Harris.
Fine. Whatever. Be like that. I didn't come here to argue over my name. I came here because I'm asking you to give it another try. Not give up on it so easily. And I don't know how hard it's been so far. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to underestimate the effort you already put into this, but I'm asking you to try again for her and for yourself. Please.
Maybe I can give her a dream that we can both appreciate. Miss Cinnamon Harris, I'm a creature as much flesh, spirit, and dream now.
Can a friend still give you a hug?
Of course. Dream it and it will happen.
It's kind of weird. Nations where I will never see you again, huh? It feels like that. Actually feels like a fucking movie.
You may have to repeat that, unfortunately.
I said it feels like a movie, and it feels like one of those moments where someone disappears on you. So don't do that. Okay, it feels weird.
I've invited you into my own space in the dream time. You have your own capabilities here, just as I am able to change the shape of shadow. You're able to change your own shape. I may be big right now, but you can only dream yourself bigger. I've seen this in you.
Dream myself bigger, but I don't need to be big. I am me, and that's enough.
Very well. The big lumbering arm will go ahead and reach across the cavern, and next to you will be this very, very huge, the size of a tree trunk finger.
She'll actually change herself a little, or at least she tries to. And as it is still rather dark and she doesn't like it, she'll change herself not to be bigger, but to be lighter. Not bright, hurts to your eyes kind of light, but just more like a soft glow. And she'll kind of hug the finger.
Yeah, you could definitely do that.
Alan,
Yes.
are you okay?
Never.
That's not the answer I hoped for. Though I understand.
There was a different, well, Leah was always understanding when it came to my secrets.
I'm sorry. I know I'm a pusher. I'll try to be understanding though, if that's what you prefer. But if there's anything that I can do.
No.
No?
This is what I ask of you. She does love me. She loves somebody that can be very, very distant. She wants a certain amount of freedom to make her own mistakes. I understand that. Be her own person. I understand that. But I am not sure she is willing to have somebody with this amount of secret surrounding him.
So, what are you asking? Because you're talking in riddles again. You're saying you're asking something of me, but you're not answering. You're telling me what she wants or can't handle in your opinion. But what do you want from me?
She wants us to be together again. She wants to be her own woman as well. But I wonder in my heart, can she handle that distance again?
I don't know. Only time can tell. Look, I can't make your decisions and I can't answer anything for her. I can just give you what I think is going on. For all I care, I could be terribly mistaken, and all she wants is a fluffy bunny.
I could give her a fluffy bunny.
Oh, fuck that, Alan. You know what I mean. I can't answer all of your questions about her. You know her longer than I do. You guys were already together when I met you. All I'm asking is don't give up so easily. Don't give up. Fight. Because I think you both need each other. And if you want to have questions about her answered, just walk up to her and demand answers. Let her do the same if that's necessary. You guys shouldn't have, well, I don't know if you should have secrets or not. I would say not, but that's me.
This creature of flesh, spirit, and dream will approach her.
Why doesn't Alan approach her? I think that's more use.
You know what she really didn't like?
What?
Me talking about myself in the third person. Maybe I should stop doing that.
Maybe you should.
Meh.
Then again, from time to time, annoying someone is part of a relationship. It can be awesome and fun.
I could probably go on about 30 minutes on the duality of existence.
Well, you would probably lose my interest at that point.
Pretty much lull you back to sleep.
Probably.
Have you ever been in a dream within a dream?
Not that I know.
You're in one, sweetie.
What do you mean?
Think of it recursively. It's like one particular dream space has the process available to it to go ahead and transfer into another dream space. But that dream space also has the same exact procedures to do so again and again and again and again and again and again. The voice is starting to trail off. The silhouette is becoming less distinct.
Alan? Damn it. don't like this. Don't do this. Damn it. Don't know what to do right now. Stop it. It's just one of those moments where you're off. Come on, dude. Alan? Hello? Anyone? She looks around. And she doesn't hear or see anything.
See, that was you this time.
No, it wasn't.
You went robot-y.
I went robot-y. You left to hang out.
Because you were robot-y.
Well, okay, then it was me. Boo. It could very well be my internet connection is not the best and I'm hosting.
LOL. The last thing I heard was, don't do this.
Which is basically all that she's been saying.
There is the whisper. There is that whispery voice that comes with the cold chill. The one that you would remember just outside the cave. And in fact, you are back outside the cave. You are looking into the cave. You know that the silhouette is in there somewhere, should you wish to venture forth into it. But for right now, there is that whisper, that whisper, that pretty much says, and what about you and yours? How does yours fare? How does your house settle?
My house? I don't know what you're talking about. What does that have to do with dreaming?
Not really anything to do with dreaming. I just thought it'd be more appropriate to have this conversation within your own space and not mine. How does the first tribe fare?
I don't know shit about my tribe.
You may not know about its history, but you know about its members within the sept.
All I know about is Gerard.
Then how does he fare?
Seems to be a bit better.
His illness?
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Yeah.
How have you been helping him with this?
Going back to the UK, probably.
Interesting. How did you going to the UK help with his illness?
I don't know. I don't know how he got better, okay?
Fair enough.
Just over time. Didn't really say anything about it. And if he wouldn't have not have been better, I would have asked for some people in the sept. I got some names. But I couldn't do that anymore before I had to leave the city. And afterwards, now he seems to be on the mend.
Very well. That is good to hear. It is good to hear that the Sept's true catcher will still, will return to operation.
Yeah. Why are you asking me this now?
I had the chance.
I really prefer to still, really prefer to just talk face to face to you. I don't like this.
But this is such a secure line of communication.
Which is face to face as well.
There are some inconveniences to it, and plus, I can do this while, laying on my back.
We can talk face to face while lying on our back.
Oh my.
What?
Nothing.
Am I missing something here?
I will not be enlightening you.
Okay, fine.
I'm so disappointed that in these conversations you never take advantage of your environment.
Why should I take advantage of... Damn it. I'm not used to this fucking dream thing. It's also a reason why I prefer to just, talk face to face. But what I meant was she's kind of like letting herself fall down on the grass. This. See?
And you know that granite statue? It's over you now.
Um, that's kind of scary.
You will have to take this away from me for a few minutes. I apologize.
Okay. She'll she'll look up to the statue and she's like, okay, this is my place right now, right? So technically that means that I can just make you you instead of you being freakishly trying to be Colossus. So what I meant with us lying on our backs is kind of like she takes his giant shape and kind of pictures him being normal sized, lying on his back in a very grassy environment. Actually, lots of grass, so you don't necessarily see each other all that well. And she'll picture herself as with uh, a hom, like a straw hom, just looking up at the stars. And she puts up her hand and starts to connect the different star signs on the sky. It's like there's Orion, the hunter, Big Bear, the little one. There's Dragon, and she's actually making them kind of dancing around her fingers. As there is a dragon just wrapping itself around her lower arm, and two bears who are jumping from each of her fingers, one bigger than the other. And she leaves the hunter in the sky.
There you go.
Still don't. I'm not used to this.
You're never more free than you are in your dreams.
Sure, but I'm not used to controlling my own dreams. I'm just a human.
Humanity has been doing this for longer than we have been around.
Maybe, but I didn't really pass on the message. Something you learn in school.
That is a shame.
A lot of things should be taught in school.
Like how to do your taxes, or how to shiv somebody that's about to claw you to death.
Yeah, like that. I don't really like the clawing you to death remark coming from one of you guys, but meh.
I'll just say that I wish somebody had taught me that when I was growing up, because that happened to me more than once.
Hmm. You guys all had such violent pasts.
Tis the nature of the beast.
I guess so. Can't really. I mean, they're not. I had such a fucking peaceful upbringing that I would have wished for something to be a little more violent around me, except for myself.
No,
But
I saw that.
right, from time to time, I wish I could help you guys. Not just you, but never mind. Others.
Believe me, I have been on every side of this nation. Ignorant, kin, Garu, Cub, Leith, high ranking. It's all different. It's all fucked up and weird.
Hmm. Yeah, a lot of you guys have baggage.
Yeah, yeah. I guess that's the pretty much the best way to go about explaining things. That's the best analogy. We all carry baggage. You never go ahead and drop off baggage. No, you just start carrying more and more.
Yeah. But you can choose to help others and allow others to help yourself. It won't lessen the load, it won't lessen the burden, because you both be helping each other. But at least you'll be together. Look at me being all philosophical. That's what happens when you pull me in stupid dream shit.
And thus, another customer is served.
Oh, fuck that. You're the customer here. I did not ask to be philosophical. Don't care much for it. Alan, no matter what you guys decide, you and Leah, I consider both of you like friends. Don't carry your burden all by yourself, okay?
The fucked up thing was I saw it happening, and I wasn't able to. I saw it happening, and I couldn't stop it. I didn't know how to.
But do you know now?
I now know why, but I do not know how to fix it, to resolve it.
Well, maybe just ask. There's
Asking is
nothing
hard.
wrong. Yeah, it's one of the hardest things to do. We always prefer to solve our own shit. You know what it leads us?
Where, my good ma'am?
Face palming in your food.
Blink, blink. Have you done that recently? Oh, no, please don't. And there's currently a vision of Leah with ice cream, big spoon, some of it on her face, just all etched out into the sky.
She did not. Don't worry.
Okay.
But at least you understand what I'm trying to say now, right?
That she is hurting.
That there is no use always trying to solve your own issues. Because in the end, it can only hurt you more. It takes a lot of strength to ask. It takes a lot of fucking strength to show your weaknesses to people. To do both of it, it's fucking scary. Especially when you live in a society that doesn't ask for your weaknesses. It's only for your strength. But I think it's that she's tired of.
The lack of asking.
The lack of weakness. Allowing it to happen and it to be there.
It starts raining a little bit.
What's wrong?
Tomorrow it is going to rain. I am sure of this.
If that happens, then that happens. There's no harm in it. Rain is beautiful.
Most people do not like to be rained on. I don't like to be rained on. I'd rather try to follow the sun.
I love the rain from time to time. It's not just that it helps the crops grow, but there is something serene walking through the rain. See it fall on the leaves and into the pond and see the ducks swim through it. It has its own beauty.
You'll find that I have gone, but tomorrow may rain too. I'll follow the sun. You ever get a song stuck in your head and you can't really quite get it out, even if your dreams?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Congratulations, you're gonna have one.
Ah, damn it. No, not this one. Damn it. This song kind of keeps echoing in between the trees, going back and forth, almost as a thundercloud going back and forth. Alan,
Yes?
get it away.
Can't. Unless you want to replace it with something else.
I can't come up with anything else right now.
That a lack of imagination will kill you in these lands.
I guess. But unless you want me to sing Yesterday from the Beatles, that's all you're gonna get.
I like the Beatles.
Ugh. it really. She all of a sudden, like in front of her, there appears this harp, really big harp. And she'll just start stroking the snares of it.
Yesterday, all my troubles seem so far away, and now it looks as though they are here to stay. Oh, I believe in yesterday.
Alan, I know I've asked this before, but are you going to be alright?
I will be all right for the next 24 hours at least.
Can I help you?
Keep your eye on Leah.
Too. As often as I can. But not too much. She has the right to be herself as well, you know.
I had made the mistake of sending people ahead of me to resolve emotional situations that I ought to myself. But me being Rue, sometimes it doesn't work out.
Look, I watch her. I take care of her as her friend. I'm not taking care of her as your lapdog, because that's what she doesn't want. See? That's something that you guys will have to work out. And you can make mistakes in that. I'm sure she'll forgive you, as long as you show that you're willing to work on that. And she'll help you. I'm sure she will. Or try. And she'll mess up as well. It's always like that. And then there's a fight, and then there's an argument, and then you try again. Coming from me, you know how much relationships I had? Actually, I'm passing this advice on from my parents to you immediately. I'm skipping. We actually see her change her appearance into two individuals, which are a man, obviously English looking lord, big nose, big ears, kind of Prince Charles thing going on, except a little bit more hair. And you see this woman, she's Cinna's eyes. She looks like English nobility in a with zebra print. So she has the entire pink suit going on, like skirt, blouse, jacket, but then it's pink zebra print. And then the two of them snap together again, and you see Cinna. I never been able to follow my parents' advice because, well, long relationships don't really work out when you're traveling a lot.
I can bet. Yeah, long distance relationships never work. I found that out, much to my own detriment.
Tried it once. Guy in Indonesia. I think we managed to stay together for 2 weeks. That was enough long. And distance.
It's a lot easier when the person you're with is also traveling with you.
Oh yeah. tried that as well, but it didn't stick longer than 3 days, you know?
It's still a damn good record.
It's not bad. Anyway, can you wake me up now?
I'm already gone. You'll be waking up to your alarm in about 30 minutes. I'd go ahead and enjoy the deep slumber of sleep phase 4 because REM is about to go ahead and blink out. So that means I gotta go. You have a very, very sweet morning. Make sure you'll have no, coffee and fruit. That's what your breakfast would be. Okay.
Okay.
You notice that those words come not from an Alan voice, but from your own mother's voice.
Mom? Oh, damn it.
You're now in your home kitchen. It seems as if the dream has gone ahead and transitioned from whatever the hell you were doing into this new one.
Fucked up. Really fucked up. As she's trying to find her way out of the kitchen, I think we can close this scene and dream to an end.